to the channel Life with Yolande L. I am Yolande. Thank you guys so much for liking, for subscribing, and I would like for you to comment. If you have a question, talk to me and let us talk. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. I truly appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Today I want to talk about oils. How I make my peace and healing oil. That's what I want to talk to you about today. As a spiritual woman, as I say, for those of you who don't know, my name is Yolande and I'm a spiritual woman. I went through my awakening when I was 19 years old. And I didn't know what was wrong with me. Neither my mother knew what was wrong with me. So my journey was long and very, very hard. And back then, we had no idea what was really going on, as I said before. And my parents really did not know how to help me. So, in the Caribbean, that's why I have this here. This is what we use in the Caribbean. When I go through the heaviness in the head, this is glacier. It's a Caribbean thing. When I go through the heaviness in my head, my mom would take this and put it in my head, and she would say to me, "Yolande, take some and smell it, and it will, it will help a little, like, put a little, like, strongness through your nose, excuse me, and help me." But this is all we knew back then, like what to use. As I said to you, knowledge is power. I didn't have the knowledge that I have now. As I grew older, I would hear the Spirit talking to me, and I wouldn't do what the Spirit say, as I said to you, because I didn't know if I had somebody there, well, encouraging me and telling me, "Yolande, you have to do certain things to help you as a spiritual woman." There was no, as I said, there was no one there to help me, because we didn't know. There was no one that we knew of that could help me. But when I was in my 30s, I was married, and I have, as I said, I had my second kid. Is when I got sick, and that is when I really started taking care of myself. So what I did, it was like after the lady who told me that I was spiritual, she told me about the oils. And I went to the religious store, and I asked the woman if she has a printout. And she said to me, yes. And I started looking at the oils and started reading, because I had to learn how to take care of myself. I had to learn, because I realized that if I didn't take care of myself, people would try to kill me. And I had to take care of myself. So what I did, the lady gave me the oil, gave me the paper, and I realized, okay, because of how I used to go through all of the shaking, the heaviness in the head, and all these different things, I decided, okay, I need the peace oil. This is what this is. And I get the peace oil, and then I get the healing oil, because I needed healing in my body, I needed peace. And what I did, I also get the blessing oil. Okay, I needed blessing in my life. And everyone knows that this is Florida water. This is very good. It's very good. It's effective for negative energy and for all these other stuff. Because sometimes, you don't know what's wrong. Because of what I was dealing with, I had to do things, to help me in my life. And what I did, extra virgin olive oil. I threw some out here already. So I'm going to show you, these are the components that I use to help me. As I say, I start mixing stuff and start experimenting with oils to help me in my life, because I needed help. I needed to take care of me, and I needed to know what it is I was doing. So, as I said, my husband used to say I'm a mixologist. Yes, I used to experiment with these things. I would throw the olive oil in a bottle. I'd get a big one, because if you're going to walk around, when I used to walk, right, I would put this in my pocket and walk with it up on the floors and do different things back then. But as I said to you, because you can't walk with all of these things, you can't walk with all these oils, you have to mix things together. So that's the reason why I come up and putting everything together, so I will be able to get the benefit from it. So that's what I do. So let me show you how I go about putting these things together. Okay, I will get some olive oil, and I would pour some into here, extra virgin olive oil. And then I will put the healing oil, like open it out, and put a cup full, as a cover. Put a cover full into the bottle. And then I will do the same thing with the blessing, open it and put some inside of here. And then I would get the pea soil, and I would put a cover full and put it inside the here. And I would take the Florida water and I would pour some. It doesn't really matter. Just I like this the effect that this gave me inside of it. So I would just pour some out inside of it. As you can see, I usually use these things. Okay, and when I'm done, I would cover it and I would shake it up. And I would lift it up and I would bless it. Everything that I do, I blesses it. I invite God in. I ask God to bless this oil so that it will walk and help me. Guys, I'm telling you, this oil that I mix usually help me and calm me. How many times I'm on my job and I'm going through such shaking and such, such fear and all these different feelings that that spiritual feelings entails and it brings. There's so much side effects that by mixing this, for me, it worked for me. I would encourage you to go to the religious store, ask for a printout, and see for yourself what I'm talking about. Use it. Maybe you want to try this recipe, but you can do your own thing. Do your own thing. As I say, mix what's good for you inside of here to help you. What I would do, I would open it out and I would smell it first. And it will hit you because I had this mix already. You see, I keep this all the time with me. And I would give it like 2-3 whiffs, like to help myself. And when done, I would rub my hands. I would rub my hands, wrong my neck. Sometimes I could rub inside of my ears. And then I would get it. And I would rub my feet. And I would rub between my toes and everything. If you have to do this 4 or 5 times a day to get you through the day, this is what you have to do. Remember, we are spiritual people, but we have to get up and go to work to help to take care of our families. Okay? So when I was on my job, doing what I do, I had my lab coat. I wouldn't walk around with this big bottle. I would throw it out in one of these bottles. I would pour some out of here so you could click it and cover it back. And I would put it into my lab coat. And I would have that in my pocket. And whenever I'm going through such real nasty feelings, I would excuse myself for a little while and I would go to the bathroom and I would do what I have to do and get a little whiff and do what I have to do to help me. It calms me. It helps to calm my body. It's not going to stop the spiritual feelings that you're feeling, but it helps. It helps. And that's the most important thing. I want you to know today that this oil works for me. I am telling you my story. I'm telling you I experiment with other things. But do what's worked for you because maybe what worked for me is not going to work for you. I'm just saying helping you by God's grace and just showing you, my experiences, telling you about my experiences and showing you what works for me. All right? And I hope that you would go there and you would find out for yourself if you're going through anything, if you're going through spiritual feelings or just sometimes you're going through like a real hard day, you can use this because it will calm you down. It truly will calm you down, guys. I'm here and as I saying to you, thank you guys so much today for stopping by. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do appreciate you guys. All right, thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And I thank you so much. And until we meet again, God bless you and have yourself a blessed and wonderful day. Try this. You might like it. God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.